Hiya. So Michelle chose the topic this week of Christmas, and it's something that I'm really struggling with. So this video might not be that great because I am struggling myself. So I might struggle to give advice. But I often find that with stuff that I struggle with, I can give advice about. I just don't follow my own advice. But yeah, sorry, I've got hiccups. Have I? No, no, I do not. One off. Yeah. So Christmas, the biggest thing for me is Christmas being a very family time. My biggest trigger is my family. My upbringing was pretty bad, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna go into it, but yeah, I've recently cut ties with my abusive father, but my mum is still playing happy families and pretending everything's okay. So she's letting him come for Christmas Day, and my therapist and myself decided that that's that. My mum might not be brave enough right now to stand up to my dad, but I certainly am not going to trigger myself and be around him. So I'm not spending Christmas at home. I'm spending it at my boyfriend's family, which is totally justified. I mean, I've been with him for 6 years and I get on with his family really well. And his sister's boyfriend's going to be there for Christmas Day as well, so it's fine. And yeah, so I find family really difficult. So I guess you need to find a way to cope on the day. And I know eating disorders aren't all about food, but at the same time, that's how we deal with the real issues. We use food, and Christmas is a very big food time, and it's something that I really struggle with. Um, I guess like you just need to break it down and just not think of it as such a big like Christmas is overrated, guys. um, yeah, there's presents, okay. Presents aren't calories unless you get chocolate. Maybe just if people know about your eating disorder, say don't give me chocolate. And if you do get chocolate, and people don't know about your eating disorder, just do the best thing for yourself and push it aside. If you're worried about binging, just push it aside. Don't give yourself any reason to binge on it. If it's not there, then. But this is the thing that I find difficult because, like, there's always Christmas food around my mum's house if I was to go there. And the worst part is I'm an intolerant to wheat and gluten, but I'll still binge on it because it's there and it's like some weird punishment. Um, yeah, I guess I guess you just got to think about it as, are you binging on the food because you want to enjoy it but you don't want to have the calories? Because if you're doing that, maybe just let yourself just have one of whatever you're binging on. Just have one of it or one portion because you know, take mince pies. You don't have mince pies every day of the year, do you? You have them at Christmas, so just have one, and that's your mince pie done for the year. Do you know what I mean? But enjoy it. You deserve to enjoy it. It's a Christmas treat, so enjoy it. Christmas dinner itself is something I get really nervous about. I know it's just like any other dinner, kind of. If you break it down to what it actually is, it's just meat and veg and a few fancy other things. Pigs in blankets and Yorkshire puds and whatever else you have. I don't know. But no one's gonna make you eat those. You can quite happily just sit and eat a big plate of veg and meat and gravy. That's pretty good for you. So yeah, it's only as unhealthy as you make it, and you had the power to make it healthy and in control. And I hate to use the word control, but I think it's the right word to use, especially around Christmas, because you if you are struggling in the midst of your eating disorder, you're going to have to try and find some control because otherwise you'll just be finding ways to control yourself, as in planning how much you're not going to eat, um, or what you're going to binge on, because, it's a very binge festive time, I guess, if you're bulimic like myself. Um, yeah, so I don't see, look, I'm rambling. This is not good advice. Um, I don't know what to say to help you because I really don't know how to help myself either sometimes. Like, distractions are good. You've got to keep yourself distracted and busy, and I don't know, like, and don't starve yourself, for God's sake. Don't do that. Trust me, been there, done that. Does not work. Just makes you even more hungry, as you may know. And with Christmas Day being such an overrated thing, overrates the thing in your head that's like, oh my god, don't eat that. Everything just gets blown out of proportion. Just calm it down. Calm it down, guys. It's alright. It's just Christmas. It happens once a year. And we're gonna get through it. This is so cheesy. um, I don't know, like, say 2 Christmases ago, I didn't eat anything apart from a few vegetables and meat and a little bit of Christmas pudding. Actually, I remember. Track myself to that because it's something you have once a year. But that's all I ate. And I remember, like, even like when chocolates were handed around, I'd take one and I'd pretend to eat it and I'd put it in my pocket. Like, it's pathetic. It was just one chocolate. Um, but all I could care about was not getting bloated, not getting. I don't know. Like, that's all that went through my head. I just wanted to lose weight. Blah blah blah. You know how the story goes. But last year was a bit. No, last year wasn't. Okay, so the day was okay. It was the night that I struggled with. I binged really badly on the night because I couldn't sleep, so I got up in the middle of the night and binged and purged. Ew. It was so frustrating. But during the day, it was alright. I got up, I had fruit for breakfast, which I normally do. Because remember, guys, just because it's Christmas Day, it doesn't mean you have to do anything different, really. You know, still have what you would have for breakfast. Um, Maybe if you don't have breakfast, try and have something really small like fruit in the morning because that'll control your hunger and balance out your hunger so you won't be starving yourself to Christmas dinner and then panic and then eat too much because you're too hungry and then that feeling where you're too full and you're like, oh my god, I'm a failure or whatever. You know what I mean? And if you have Christmas dinner at lunchtime, then you have your meat and veg or whatever you choose to eat. If you want to have everything, have everything. Just don't go too crazy because afterwards you might actually feel quite regretful of it. But I don't know how your mind works. Everyone's different. And if you have Christmas dinner at dinner time, we'll have something like really light at lunchtime. You know, keep snacking on really delicate light stuff so it's not going to weigh you down, but you have something in your stomach so you're not dying of hunger on Christmas Day. I mean, that's the advice I can give you. I mean, other people probably have better advice like distraction strategies, but yeah. And the question of the day is your favourite quote. Now, my favourite quote, I have it wrote down, but I can't remember it off the top of my head, and I've googled it and I can't find it anywhere. But it's something like there are many different shades of green, um, but they're still green, and there's many different sizes of thin, but they're still thin. So just because one shade of green is different to another doesn't mean it's not green, it's just different. So if there's one size of thin to another person's thin, it doesn't matter, they're still thin. You know? Do you know what I mean? I really love that quote, and I really wish I could find the exact word to word for the quote. Maybe if I can, I'll put it in the description below. But yeah, I'm not sure whose turn it is to choose the topic for next week. If it's me, girls, please let me know. Write it below if it's me, or Michelle, Facebook me, and then I will post a video in due course before your Monday um, video, and I'll tell you what my topic is and question. But if it's not me, totally ignore this and get on with your day. So yeah, bye.